Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, let's talk about the upcoming Tesla Model Y non-launch edition. When is this cheaper? Or maybe it won't be cheaper. Tesla Model Y that isn't a markup, but don't call it a markup. Tesla Model Y non-launch edition actually going to be coming out. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing a new or used Tesla. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. And so let's get into it. Model Y non-launch edition. When is this car? When is the cheaper Tesla Model Y, the new Tesla Model Y Juniper refresh? When is the non-launch edition going to be coming out? Because yes, the launch edition could be a great deal, but it's also a force ad. Tesla's basically making you purchase all these different options, whether it's color options, interior options, rims, full self-driving, and acceleration boost as well. But maybe this is all part of their design because they don't really want to ramp up, or they can't ramp up, or they need time to ramp up production because they know demand is going to be there, but at the same time they need time to change the lines, they need times to switch over the production lines and everything. And so my guess, to get right into it, I think the Model Y non-launch edition, when is it going to be, or when Juniper, when non-launch, is going to be 3 to 6 months from exactly right now. You've all heard me say June for Juniper, and I think it's going to be June for non-launch edition Model Y Juniper refresh. Because here's why. We know Tesla's playbook with the Foundation series. It was around for about 9 months, give or take. And so I don't think it's going to last that long because the Model Y is way a different vehicle, different animal at the end of the day. We can tell, or we can assume, that the Model Y is easier to produce than, of course, Cybertruck. It's got higher demand. It's a cheaper vehicle. More people want it. And also it's their volume vehicle. So they don't want to lag this too long. They need that volume. And so they want to sell as many as they can, Model Ys and everything across the board. And I know a lot of you are probably watching that are waiting for this new Model Y that's a non-launch edition as well. The current launch edition is a great deal relative, but it does force you to add on and buy all the different features and everything. And the biggest thing that I noticed is if you watch Out of Specs video, Kyle, and as he walked around the China Model Y, I mean, that was really cool that Tesla China was able to invite him to walk around a Model Y in person and see a China spec one. He actually said something in the video, and he actually said that Tesla China is selling non-launch Model Ys alongside the launch Model Y. And how it actually is that you can order to your spec the launch edition, but the non-launch edition, the relatively cheaper one, you cannot order according to his video, and you can only buy it from inventory. And so that's why I think, Tesla needs the volume, but at the same time, it's all based on inventory, how quickly they can ramp it, and also more importantly, demand of it as well, like demand of the launch series specifically. Of course, everybody wants a base one with no options, with all the different things, and to get a cheaper price and everything. And so my question to you all is, when do you think the non-launch Juniper Model Y refresh is going to be dropping? My best guess, as early as 3 months. I mean, the earliest 3 months would be March actually, so maybe a little bit longer than that, but maybe like a May at earliest or April at earliest. But I think more than realistic, we could see a non-launch Model Y by June of this year. So I'm just switching what I used to say before. I used to say June for Juniper. I'm saying June for non-launch edition. But we're certainly seeing tons of videos of the China market because they have them all over. But don't worry, they're coming around to a bunch of different Tesla locations in the USA as well. Here's a quick video of the Ultra Red. I'm still undecided between Ultra Red or Quicksilver. I think Quicksilver is going to be the winner. but certainly ultra red in some different angles and lighting and everything. It does look phenomenal. Here was a uncovered new Model Y spotted in California. Here's also the rims of the base 19-inch rims. I think they look ugly, which if you take the caps off, I think it looks way better if you take a look at it without the caps on it. So you can see on the Model Y Juniper, it seems like in China market, there's plenty of new Model Ys getting stacked up right now, waiting to be delivered. But of course, they don't have approval to get a delivery just yet, and so it seems like they're coming out of the gate for sure. And check out this quick video, really interesting to see this. First, on the rear side, you can see the tail lights, or not the tail light, the turn signals are kind of right under that tail light, pretty cool. And on the front side, the turn signal is integrated within the headlight, and you can see what that actually looks like as well. Really cool to see this design choice, and of course the headlight is underneath there. Another report from China is that, at least from speculation, China is up to over 130,000 orders in just 16 days. Of course, USA just released, so I want to see what's going to be happening for the USA market as well. Another post from Sawyer is that the Model Y refresh, if you want to go take a look at a ultra red one, there is one in the Washington DC Tesla Georgetown store, and of course it's ultra red with a white interior, which is a clean spec for sure. And then if you want to see what the headlights look like, you can see it's basically a matrix headlights as we've seen in the current Model Y and Model 3. You can see what that design looks like. And also for the Canada folks, there also is a Model Y Juniper refresh in the Shirley Langley, British Columbia store as well. So if you want to go take a look at it, it seems like they got a Quicksilver, or is that a Stealth Gray Quicksilver with the white interior. And then the last one, Colorado, Park Meadows, Lone Tree, Colorado. There is a red, ultra red with black interior Model Y refresh available, launch edition, that you can take a look at it and see for yourself. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Here's another spotting of a California one that was in, I guess, Tahoe, California. This is covered in snow and everything. Really cool to see this. And interesting with this one has the old Model Y rims here on it, so you can see what that actually looks like. And we're definitely seeing a ton of videos of this new Model Y getting driven around into showrooms, especially in the China market. And so let us know, when do you think the Model Y Juniper is going to be the non-launch edition in the US? Before we get into our next topic, I've been trying to save money lately, and that's why we talk about this channel, trying to get the best deal on a Tesla. And I've been looking at our subscriptions like YouTube Premium, Netflix, trying to figure out how I could save some money every single month. And cutting expenses, it's kind of hard. We've been trying to rack our brain together and figure out how. That's why I'm so intrigued with our channel partner, Mint Mobile. They offer premium wireless starting at $15 a month. And I can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, and I can even bring my own phone along with my current number and existing contracts. I'm sacrificing nothing. I've used Mint Mobile a ton, and I switched my second line to Mint Mobile, and I've been using it to watch YouTube and play podcasts on our daily commute and haven't noticed any drop in speed. And I can't tell the difference. So how hard is it to switch service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's actually hard, but it's not at all. Switching to Mint is super easy thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. So if you want to save little money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked down below in the description, to get premium wireless for just $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint for partnering, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Let's see who's dropped by today. River, thanks for coming in. Doug Monizani, thanks for coming in. Duty, Doug Mac, Akshay, Doug, Duty, Vic, thanks for coming in. Dexter, Doug, Sally, Pelecom, thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. Quick announcement, we're going to be traveling over the next 2 weeks, so it's going to be super spotty with streams. We're going to still try and get on every single day, but certainly it might be a little bit different and spotty. And so tomorrow we might not be able to stream. So of course, just stick around for the clips, the TikToks, the X posts, and everything. And I forgot the other thing I wanted to point out for you from this picture, and it's also in the thumbnail as well. If you notice, this was spotted earlier today. Shout out to Tesla Chan. First things first, it's a black Tesla Model Y, and black is not part of the launch colors at the moment. The second thing, it's got Texas plates, so we know this is USA unless that's a super good Photoshop. No, it's got to be because we see an American truck right here on the left side. The third thing is, as we put in the thumbnail, there is no launch badge on this one, only dual motor. So one could assume that a launch edition or a non-launch edition dual motor rear-wheel drive and long range could be coming out very soon in the next 3 months or so. So I'm going to be moving my prediction June for non-launch edition Model Y in the near future. In this next topic, 0% financing has been extended. Quick update for the China market. They just keep pushing this extension for 0%. And we're all just over here on the US saying, when 0% for our models? News, Tesla China extends Model 3 rear-wheel drive long range 5 year, 0% interest, 5 years, 60 months if you didn't know. Benefits through the end of February. Don't know if this is an extension of the Model Y as well. I would imagine it is because they want to sell both of these vehicles, especially now that the new Model Y is out in the China market. They want to clear out that old Model Y as well. But let us know, are you waiting for this 0% offer? Because I'm still fingers crossed on it. We are seeing better discounts than before, like a couple of them, $6,800 off of a Tesla Model Y all-wheel drive. If you're wondering what we're looking at, this is our deal spreadsheet that we keep track of all the best deals down below in our description. And the best thing with some of these deals, like this one, long range all-wheel drive, $6,300 off. The best thing is that these are before the Tesla referral code, just like that Tesla referral code down below in the description that gives you an extra $500 to $1,000 off. And on top of that, it does work with the Model Y Juniper refresh. However, it just gives us credit and doesn't give you a discount. That's how they chose it, which it was working initially in the beginning, but it seems like they've changed that, but we still do get credit. So if you want to support the channel, definitely check out and use our Tesla referral code down below in the description. But yes, 0% has been extended, and yes, fingers crossed, hopefully this comes out to the US. I would say at this point, it's not coming out for January. It's already too late, but I think February, coming out of the gate, they're going to be coming out with a big announcement for 0%. And I think the reason why they haven't done it for January, not only because it's the first month, they don't want to get people conditioned to that. I think it's because earnings call is coming up this week on the 29th. And so certainly they want to get past that because they don't want to muddle up any sort of earnings call with that. I think they'll get past that and then certainly go into February with a 0% offer. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you are thinking about that. But one second. Sorry, my dog, I think he was eating some of the plastic toys, so I wanted to make sure. Oh, he's done. He's right there. Want to make sure he didn't swallow it or anything like that. Let's jump into the live stream comments. Get that 0% off Tesla with referral link. Yes. Check out one down below in the description. Tesla stock $395. Ooh, Monas, is it dropping down? New subscriber. I have a Tesla Model Y standard range thinking of getting new Model Y, but the price tag is a bitch too much. You're talking about the refresh? Yeah, it's it's the launch edition, so it's a forced $12K markup at this point. 2023, I would say maybe go to like a 2022 because those could qualify, or 2023s could also qualify. But if you get a used one under 25K from a dealer or use private sellers and use Key Savvy, you could potentially qualify for a $4,000 used EV tax credit. Waiting for a Roadster, 0 to 1 second. Take my money, Doug. That'd be crazy. We're also waiting for that Roadster too. Maybe when that comes out, future Dennis will be able to see if he can get one. I'm worried about losing the $7,500 off with the new administration. Duty, it's a good worry for sure. And yes, the non-launch could come out in June, but we don't know if this $7,500 is going to be sticking around or not. So it's a gamble across the board, no matter what. What would be the range of the non-launch edition? Probably about the same, probably a little bit more, like 330 if I would imagine. You do have a point about that $7,500 tax credit because 6K Model Y is not going to be feasible. Yeah, it's going to be expensive. So maybe they drop the price. I mean, that's why like launch edition might seem expensive, but there's a couple different discounts that are stacking into that right now. And so do you want to gamble and not get into it right now? I mean, at the same time, we know the deals are better in end of September and end of December, but at the same time, we don't know as well. And so if you just want to lock it in and not worry about it, then a launch edition, it's not a bad deal. It's just one of the things where it's forcing you to buy everything at the moment in terms of all the different packages. But I mean, I used to be a hater about full self-driving, and now I'm not sure I will be able to drive a Tesla vehicle without full self-driving. And so it's kind of worth it. Now it's figuring out how can you get full self-driving with the most out of pocket expensive costs or anything like that, the least amount of expensive costs at the end of the day. In this next topic, don't worry about your Tesla battery. It seems like there was a study done. A British EV dealer analyzed 300 used EVs, and the results are further proof that you don't have to worry about your car's battery. Shout out to Inside EVs for posting this. It seems like it's essentially the same as Tesla set their warranty, and that's probably why a lot of manufacturers are doing this same warranty about this. On average, cars retain 90% of their battery's capacity for 90,000 miles. That battery degradation is the strongest within the first couple of years. That means the car with 130,000 miles still retained 85% of its initial battery. That means we've seen plenty of examples of cars getting past 200 and 300,000 with 80% of capacity. And so really cool to see. And that's why I say like Teslas, they have been seen to gone over like 100, 200, 300,000 miles with very minimal issues. But the one thing is for sure is if you're looking at a bunch of deals out there, because yes, there's some cheap vehicles like some of these Hertz vehicles that are like Tesla vehicles, like $17,000 for a 2022 Tesla Model 3, or this one is $17,000 for another 2022 Tesla Model 3s. And I believe these are before the tax credit. So these could be close to like $13,000 to $14,000, which is pretty insane. But if you're looking to get one of these vehicles, definitely I would recommend checking out Amber for a month-to-month warranty on your Tesla vehicle. I really like Amber because unlike those other companies that charge you $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 up front, Amber is month to month. And on top of that, they're in California as well. Definitely check out Amber down below to get a no obligation quote and use our link to get a 5% discount as well. They've got 3 different plans: Basics, Essentials, and Premium. Basic starts at $65 a month. And there's plenty of advantages choosing Amber over a Tesla extended warranty. I mean, one of them is the cost. So definitely check out Amber. And thank you to Amber for partnering with us on this video and a bunch of other videos this month. But certainly I want to try one of these, and let me know, like, should we buy a older Model Y that's got crazy high mileage just to see, go through the trials and tribulations of it? And or if you're looking to buy one, let me know how your experience is. Maybe I'd like to meet up with you and go to purchase one of these in person with you and take a look at it yourself at the same time. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. This is a side question. If I order a inventory Model Y, how long can they hold the car until I pick it up? I don't live near the Tesla store. Usually about a week or two before they give you an ultimatum to release it. How many key cards do they get when you're buying a car? About 2 cards, and those are relatively cheap. Like I went on Facebook Marketplace and bought like 3 of them for $35, and so certainly you can use them all over. Any Junipers in New Jersey? Sally, unfortunately, it's not available just yet. The first delivery should be about March. Move that goalpost. Team Olden busted, Brent. Exactly. Yeah. My new goal is going to be, not goal, my new prediction is non-launch edition Model Y is going to be coming out in June for Juniper non-launch edition. But let us know what your thoughts on it are. Then I'd say you press the trigger. Yeah, Akshay, we are debating on it. I made this post, and it seems like a lot of people like this post, but we don't need it, but it'd be nice for sure. Should I get a rear-wheel drive or dual motor? I've never driven in the snow. Then I would say just get a rear-wheel drive. Do you think there will be a 6-seater Juniper? I don't think so. I think there's going to be a 7-seater at this moment. It's just going to copy the Model Y. They're not breaking any barriers or doing any crazy things. I think they're just doing a repeat of basically what it currently is without doing too many changes. Pay the $100 a month and not to pay the main cost up front. Yeah, 100% warranty is worth it on a used Tesla vehicle. Doug, anyone in Michigan, I have new floor mats for free. Hey, nice. Thank you, Doug, for being so nice. Maybe jump into our Discord, our super secret Discord down below in the description and offer it out. We've got like, I think 600 people on there. I imagine I feel like someone would give you money for that, for you being so nice, or at least buy you a coffee or a donut. In this next topic, Model Y rear-wheel drive is sold out, or at least it's sold out in my area. Taking a look at our market, and I feel like a lot of you have been posting about this in the Discord. Seems like Model Y rear-wheel drive is completely spoken for. Maybe everyone is going for a cheaper Tesla. That's why they want to pick up one. But I did a search in our area. I even did all deliverable, which should show us all of California. And I got completely a sold out message. It seems like this is also happening in other markets as well. The current Model Y rear-wheel drive is no longer available in Europe. And so Tesla might be starting to close down production of the rear-wheel drive, which makes sense. They've got a new one. Why produce the old one? So now this has got me thinking, will the the non-launch edition Model Y, will it release in rear-wheel drive first to further create a spread? I don't actually think so, because that wouldn't make sense. Why release a more expensive Tesla Model Y launch edition and then the cheap one to severely undercut it, unless they really want volume? But hopefully it doesn't release out too much, because I would love to just switch to one of those and get that, and no one really would want to buy a launch edition with a 20K markup. Don't call it markup at the ends of the day. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Do you think the 7-seater will be available non-launch edition? Yes, I definitely think so. Oh, and 3 wheel covers for grabs as well. I have no use for them. Doug, so nice. Yeah, if anybody wants wheel covers, maybe hit them up. I don't know how they would hit you up, actually, because they can't message you on YouTube. So yeah, but for sure. If you're just joining in, welcome everyone. We talked about my prediction on when the Model Y non-launch edition will roll out, and I'll give you the TLDR. My best guess, June 4, Juniper non-launch edition. We're already starting to see some Tesla Model Ys with no launch badge being driven around as prototypes, of course, in the Texas market and maybe California. And so I imagine we will see it relatively soon. I mean, it's end of January, basically February now, and maybe that'll be a question in the earnings call that will get talked about as well. I imagine they're going to talk about the release of the Model Y Juniper on the earnings call and give us some good nuggets, or maybe not some good nuggets. Definitely, I bet they're going to talk about how many orders they got in the China market and maybe even the initial market of the US as well. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.